Hi my dear students, welcome back to my channel. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So welcome back to 2023 Science Examination Preparation video series. So my dear students, if you are new to my channel, do subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell notification to receive all the videos which I post in my channel. And if you're not following me on my Instagram and Telegram, the links of those social media pages are given in the description box below. So ನೀವು ನನ್ನ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೆಲಿಗ್ರಾಮ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ 3 to 4 years ಇಂದ ನಾನು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 10th ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸನ್ನ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 10th ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ, ಸೊ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ MCQsನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ವಿಡಿಯೋಸನ್ನು ನಾನು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಯರ್ 2023 ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಸೊ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ನೀವು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದೆರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್. ಸೊ ದ ಹೋಲ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫೈನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಸ್ ನೋಡೋದಾದರೆ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟುಡೇ 113 days ಆರ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫೈನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಲೆಸನನ್ನು ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 6 marks ವೇಟೇಜ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಲೆಸನನ್ನು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ವೀಡಿಯೋಸನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ದ ಲಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದೋಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಬಿಲೋ. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಕಿಂದ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಕಿಂದ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಡೂ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಸೈನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಫುಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಚ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಟುಡೇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. So in today's class, I am teaching you the chemical properties of carbon. Very important. So in today's class, we are learning about the chemical properties of carbon. So when I say chemical properties, see nodi previous years alli actually chemical properties inna reduce madidru previous year exams nalli. But this year exam has the chemical property part. So chemical properties of carbon anta helidaga we have to give more importance for these parts. One is the combustion reaction. The combustion reaction ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. So the next one is the oxidation reaction, combustion reaction, then oxidation reaction, followed by addition reaction. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. So the last one is the substitution reaction. So all these 4 are very very important in the first part. So idada nantara still we are left with ethanol and ethanoic properties and also soaps and detergents. So in today's class I am teaching you the easiest concept and very important concept, that is combustion reaction, oxidation reaction, addition reaction and substitution reaction. Tumba simple ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. very very easy. Okay, so let us now start first to understand combustion reaction. So when I say combustion, so combustion andre enu? See, combustion andre combust ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. See, if anything has to be get combustible, ಏನಾದರೂ combustion ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ we need oxygen. Without oxygen, combustion is not possible. Combustion ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ without oxygen. Okay, so what is combustion? Combustion reaction ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? See, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, we are talking about first of all carbon. So related to carbon, I will explain you the combustion reaction. See, how can we define combustion reaction? See, this carbon in all its allotropic forms. Allotrope, what is meant by allotrope? So let me tell you what is allotrope in short form. See, allotropes are the different forms of carbon. Different forms of carbon are called as the allotropes of carbon. Say for example, carbon is existing in the form of coal. It is also found in the form of diamond. Okay, it is also found in the form of graphite. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ನೇ. ಕೋಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ನೇ, ಡೈಮಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ನೇ, ಗ್ರಾಫೈಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ನೇ. ಬಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ 3 ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್? ಕೋಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಡೈಮಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಕೋಲ್ ಈಸ್ easy to break, whereas diamond is not easy to break. So arrangement of carbon differs in coal as well as diamond, even in the graphite. So anyhow, all these 3 substances, they are all carbon, but they are all different forms of carbon. So different forms of carbon na we will call it as allotropes of carbon. I think nimge idu artha aaytu ankotini. What is meant by allotropes? So the different forms of carbon. So carbon is found in the different forms. So the different forms of carbon are called as the allotropes of carbon. And these allotropes of carbon, they burn in the presence of oxygen. Combustion alli ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? Carbon in all its allotropic form. In all its allotropic form, what happen? It will burn. I think ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. What is meant by allotrope? Okay. So carbon in all its allotropic forms, it will burn. So it will burn. So burn ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, if any compound, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ what do we need? We need oxygen. So carbon in all its allotropic form, it will burn, okay, in the presence of oxygen. So we need oxygen. So without oxygen we cannot burn the substance, correct? So carbon ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ allotropic forms ಅಲ್ಲೂ burn ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So to burn, what is needed? So we need oxygen. It will burn in the presence of oxygen. So burn ಆದಾಗ we will get something, right? So the product ಬರುತ್ತೆ, right? So ಈಗ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇದೆ, ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So burn ಆದಾಗ we get some product. So what is that product? See, that is the next answer. So ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? So when it burn with the oxygen, it give. So what does it give? It give carbon dioxide. Along with this carbon dioxide, we also get heat and light. Heat and light kuda produce agutte. Okay, same thing I am going to write in this equation. So carbon enagtade, it is burning in the presence of oxygen. So what is it giving? It is giving carbon dioxide. Along with this carbon dioxide, heat and light is also produced, my dear children. Okay, artha agtidella? So what is combustion? Very easy. See, carbon burn ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So burn ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು? We need oxygen. So carbon is burning in the presence of oxygen to give carbon dioxide, heat and light. That is what the definition for combustion. Very easy. It is very, very easy. Okay. So that is how we are going to write in the exam. So define combustion reaction ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Or ನೋಡಿ ಹೀಗೂ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Define combustion reaction by taking methane as an example. See, we have to learn importantly 3 things. See, once again I am telling how can we define combustion reaction. Carbon is burning in the presence of oxygen. So what is it giving? It is giving carbon dioxide. It is giving heat and also it is giving light. Heat and light is being produced. Okay, they are being produced. So now ನಾನು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ? Explain combustion by taking methane as an example. What is the formula of methane? CH4 is the formula of methane. And what is this methane? This is the first member of alkane. Previous class nodidre niಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Methane is the first member of alkane. Okay. So when this methane, when it burns in the presence of oxygen. So what is this methane? It is a compound of carbon. Carbon ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So this methane is burning in the presence of oxygen. So what is the product we get? We get carbon dioxide. Okay. Here along with this we also get the water in the form of water vapor. Remaining products are same, that is heat and light is being produced. So ನೀವು ಏನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ in the presence of oxygen. So these products are being released. Okay, that is how we define combustion. So there is one more example we have to learn that is very, very important, that is ethanol. So ethanol formula, it is CH3 CH2OH. So ನೆನ್ನೆ ತಾನೇ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ರೈಟ್? ethanol formula CH3 CH2OH, or you can also write C2H5OH. C2H5OH ಹೇಗೆ? ನೋಡಿ 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಿ C2 ಆಗಿದೆ and these 3 plus 2 hydrogen combines to form H5 and OH is our functional group. ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಹೀಗೂ ಬರಿಬಹುದು C2H6O ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. All these are the formulas of ethanol only. Okay, so now what are we doing? We are burning the ethanol. What are we doing? We are burning the ethanol. So to burn ethanol, what is needed? We need oxygen. Alva? So to burn ethanol, we need oxygen. So whenever we burn ethanol in the presence of oxygen, the same product, children, very easy to remember, carbon dioxide is released. Okay, along with this, water vapors plus heat and light is formed. This is also released. Okay, very important. Combustion, once again I am repeating, what is combustion? Carbon in all its allotropic form. What kind of form? In all its allotropic form, it will burn in the presence of oxygen. And what are the products released? Carbon dioxide, heat and light is released. Very simple definition and very important definition for your exam. Tumbane important. So ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ by taking methane as an example ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ equation ಬರಿಬೇಕು, this equation, or by taking ethanol as an example ಅಂದ್ರೆ you write this equation. But the products ಅದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, same ಇರುತ್ತೆ. There is no change in the products. Clear? Okay, I hope you all have understood what is meant by the combustion reaction. So now let us focus towards the next type of reaction, that is the oxidation. Very important, very easy, children. So ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, I'll tell you. See, next one is the oxidation reaction. What is next? Next is the oxidation reaction. Okay, oxy ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? First lesson. Oxidation, only oxidation andre addition of oxygen, correct na? So in this reaction also we are adding oxygen, but as we are talking as a chemical property of carbon, we are taking a compound of carbon and adding oxygen. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ? ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ನ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಎಸ್. ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್? ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಈ ಲೆಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಲೆಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್, ಹೀಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೌ ಡು ದೇ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಈಸ್, ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಇಥಾನಾಲ್ to ethanoic acid? How can we convert ethanol to ethanoic acid ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Or how can we convert an alcohol to carboxylic acid ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಿ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದೇ. ಇಥನಾಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು? ಇಥನಾಲ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಎ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್. ಇಥನೋಯಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಇಥನಾಲ್ ಟು ಇಥನೋಯಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್? ಆರ್ ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. How can you convert ethanol to ethanoic acid? By adding oxygen. You are adding oxygen. Oxygen ಅನ್ನು add ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. By adding oxygen, you are converting ethanol to ethanoic acid. Let me teach you how is this happening. See, let us write a formula of ethanol. The formula of ethanol is CH3 CH2OH. Okay, without bond also you can write. Okay, so let me write without bond only so that you will not get confusion. So CH3 CH2OH ಅಥವಾ C2H5OH. So this is ethanol. This ethanol is converted into ethanoic acid, that is CH3COOH. ethanoic acid ಹೇಗಿದು? ಈಥ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈಡ್ ಈಥ್ ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ COOH ಇದೆ. ಈಸಿ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇಥನಾಲ್ is converted into ethanoic acid. How is this converted? This is converted by using alkaline KMNO4. KMNO4 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? potassium permanganate. or acidified K2Cr2O7 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? potassium dichromate. ಓಕೆನಾ? ethanol is converted into ethanoic acid in the presence of oxidizing agent. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ alkaline KMNO4, the alkaline KMNO4 or the acidified K2Cr2O7, this is an oxidizing agent. ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಟು ಇಥನಾಲ್. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಟು ಇಥನಾಲ್, okay, we are getting ethanoic acid. What are we getting? We are getting ethanoic acid. Is it clear? Very simple, my dear students. So very easy to remember. So ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ethanol is converted into ethanoic acid in the presence of oxidizing agent. Exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ either you write potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate. ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದನ್ನಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿಸ್ potassium permanganate and potassium dichromate? They are oxidizing agent. So ಇದು oxidizing agent ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದಾನೆ here oxidation is taking place. Okay, conversion of ethanol to ethanoic acid is an oxidation reaction. Why it is called as an oxidation reaction? It is called as an oxidation reaction because here we are adding oxygen. How are we adding oxygen? ಹೇಗೆ oxygen add ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ? By using an oxidizing agent. So which is the oxidizing agent here? Either alkaline potassium permanganate or acidified potassium dichromate. These are called as oxidizing agent. Is it clear? Very, very important. They will ask, how can we convert ethanol to ethanoic acid or alcohol to carboxylic acid? So here use the trick that this reaction is related to oxidation reaction. Clear? Yes. So this is the second chemical property which I am teaching for today's class. So let us go for the next one. So the third one is addition reaction. Third one is the addition reaction. Addition reaction, very simple, my dear students. So name e helta ide addition. So what are we adding here? That is important. So we are adding hydrogen. We are adding hydrogen. So to what we are adding? So we are adding hydrogen to an unsaturated hydrocarbon. To what? We are adding the hydrogen to an unsaturated hydrocarbon. So when I add hydrogen to an unsaturated hydrocarbon in the presence of a catalyst. See here, nickel is the catalyst or palladium is a catalyst, or you can also use platinum is also a catalyst. So we are adding hydrogen to unsaturated hydrocarbon in the presence of the catalyst. What are these? They are the catalysts. Okay. What do we get? We get the saturated hydrocarbon. So very simple. Unsaturated hydrocarbon ge hydrogen ana add madidre in the presence of a catalyst, we get saturated hydrocarbon. That is what we call it as addition reaction. Okay. What are we adding here? We are adding the hydrogen. What are we adding? We are adding the hydrogen. Very important. And nimge illi doubt barbodu. What is meant by this catalyst? See, these catalyst andre enu andre, they are the substances that cause the reaction to happen or to occur or to proceed. Okay, at different rate. But here ಏನು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, this catalyst will not affect the reaction. It is making the reaction to happen without affecting the reaction. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅನ್ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಟೆಡ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ದೇನೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗೋ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಐ ರಿಪೀಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್? They are the substances that cause a reaction to occur. Okay, so without reaction itself being affected, ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ affect ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ reaction ಅನ್ನ. Okay, so unsaturated is becoming saturated. How? By adding hydrogen in the presence of a catalyst. Very important, easy to remember, my dear students. ತುಂಬಾ easy. Let's recall what is addition reaction. So addition of hydrogen, you write like this in examination. Addition of hydrogen, okay, define this, addition of hydrogen to an unsaturated, short ag baritini, unsaturated hydrocarbon, okay, hydrocarbon in the presence of catalyst, which are the catalyst? Either you can use nickel or palladium. Okay, to get saturated hydrocarbon, hydrocarbon. Okay, very simple. Equation ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, it's very easy to define. Okay, I think ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. So on the basis of this particular reaction, next they will ask about industrial application ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So addition reaction related ಆಗಿ they will ask you about write the industrial application of addition reaction. Industrial application ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? What is industrial application? ಹೇಗೆ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? Industrial application they will ask. Okay, so industrial application ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ it is very important. See, conversion of vegetable oil to vegetable ghee ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Conversion of vegetable oil. Conversion of ನಾನು ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ, vegetable oil to vegetable ghee. Vegetable oil ನ vegetable ghee ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. Vegetable ghee is nothing but ವನಸ್ಪತಿ. ನೀವು ಡಾಲ್ಡಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ವನಸ್ಪತಿ. This is vegetable ghee. So conversion of vegetable oil to vegetable ghee in the presence of nickel or palladium as a catalyst and also by adding hydrogen is industrial application. So vegetable oil. So ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀತೀರಾ? I told you addition of hydrogen to what? Unsaturated. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ vegetable oil ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? Unsaturated. So let me write this unsaturated compound. So we write like this, unsaturated compound. Okay, so this is my vegetable oil. So I'm adding hydrogen to my vegetable oil in the presence of a catalyst. Okay, what do I get? I get saturated. A saturated nama vegetable ghee agide. Okay, so it will be written something like this. So we write like this, vegetable ghee. So let me complete. This is vegetable ghee. So one more question I would like to ask here. So which is good for your health, vegetable oil or vegetable ghee? Absolutely it is vegetable ghee. Whether it is saturated or unsaturated, it is unsaturated. Because see, we are adding hydrogen to unsaturated hydrocarbon to get saturated. So this is my vegetable oil. So which is my vegetable oil? The first part, the unsaturated one is my vegetable oil. So to this my unsaturated hydrocarbon, I am adding hydrogen in the presence of nickel, which is a catalyst, to get saturated hydrocarbon. To get saturated hydrocarbon. I hope you understood, my dear students. So let's recall what is addition reaction. Addition reaction andre ಏನು? Addition reaction andre addition of hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen to what? To an unsaturated hydrocarbon in the presence of nickel as a catalyst to get saturated hydrocarbon. This is the definition. Write the industrial application of addition reaction. What is the industrial application? Addition of hydrogen. So vegetable oil ge naven ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, vegetable oil ge hydrogen na add ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ to get vegetable ghee. Okay, addition of hydrogen to vegetable oil to get vegetable ghee. Is it clear? Yes. So we have understood so far combustion reaction, oxidation reaction, addition reaction. ತುಂಬಾನೇ easy ಇದೆ, very easy. Okay na? So let us now go for the next type of reaction. Type of reaction is, so the next type of reaction is the substitution reaction. So name itself is telling it is substitution reaction. That means something is substituted here. Illeno substitute ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So what is getting substituted? We are going to understand. So ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ saturated hydrocarbon ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, right? We know about saturated hydrocarbon. So that is nothing but the alkanes. Okay. So these saturated hydrocarbons, so which are alkanes, they are basically unreactive. Idu tumba reactive alla. Okay. So they are unreactive and they are inert. In most of the reagents, they are inert. Okay. But these saturated hydrocarbons, in the presence of sunlight, when we add the chlorine to it, what happened? The reaction, happens very fastly. So simple ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. See, say for example, we have alkane. So alkane ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ? We are adding the chlorine atom. Chlorine, we are adding chlorine molecule, not an atom, it's a molecule. So when we add chlorine molecule to the saturated hydrocarbon, that is methane, in the presence of sunlight, so this unreactive hydrocarbon, that is saturated hydrocarbon, makes the reaction to happen very fastly. Faster reaction ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ನ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹೆಂಗೆ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ನ CH4 ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ನ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಗೆ ಬಂದು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. CH4 ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ CH3Cl. CH3Cl ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಉಳಿದಿರೋಂಥದ್ದು ಏನು ಉಳಿದಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಟೂ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ HCl, the product HCl. Okay, so very simple. What is happening here? So basically saturated hydrocarbons are unreactive, they are inert in most of the reagents, but it becomes reactive when we add chlorine atom to it. So this chlorine atom will replace the hydrogen atom one by one in the presence of sunlight. Further ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಈ equation ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ, CH3Cl ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. when I add chlorine atom, what happened? Again this chlorine will combine here and it replaces the hydrogen, so it becomes CH2, now Cl2, CH2 Cl2. So one hydrogen is replaced by one chlorine atom. So ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೇನಾಯಿತು, 3 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಹೋದ್ರೆ 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, Clಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಂದು Cl ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, Cl2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That is what I wrote here, CH2 Cl2, and now again HCl is been also formed. So very important. Okay, so that's very important. So now I'll write a definition ಬರೀತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So it's very important, what is mean by substitution reaction ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. And 2019 ಅಲ್ಲಿ they have asked, so explain conversion and substitution reaction by taking methane as an example ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಮೀಥೇನ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, and conversion reaction ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ we will take the methane example, right? So how can we define substitution reaction? See, it is a type of reaction. So how can you define here? Saturated hydrocarbons are saturated hydrocarbons. See, saturated hydrocarbons are unreactive and inert. You can write like this, inert, but they become active or they show fast reaction when we add chlorine atom in the presence of sunlight, chlorine atom replace hydrogen one by one. It replaces hydrogen one by one. Okay, very important. Saturated hydrocarbons are basically unreactive. What are we doing? So we are making it active by adding chlorine in the presence of sunlight. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, chlorine atom will replace the hydrogen atom one by one. Okay, so example we have seen that. So we have seen that is methane. So methane, when it is added by chlorine in the presence of sunlight, short form alli bardetini sunlight, so it forms CH3Cl and also HCl. It ಹೇಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So one hydrogen atom replaces one chlorine atom, come and join here. So one hydrogen atom which is got replaced here and remaining chlorine will combine to form HCl. Okay, so very important. ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ 4 ಏನು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, very important. Okay, so once again when I am doing revision and when I am solving the question answers, I will revise the answers, that how you have to write according to the question. So in today's class we have understood about the combustion reaction, and then we understood about oxidation reaction, addition reaction, substitution reaction. So what is combustion reaction? Carbon In all its allotropic form, it burns in the presence of oxygen to give carbon dioxide plus heat plus light. Okay, heat and light. So that is what we call it as combustion reaction. So I am writing through equation, very easy. Oxidation alli enagutte, conversion of ethanol, that is CH3 CH2 OH, happens in the presence of an oxidizing agent. It may be alkaline potassium permanganate or acidified potassium dichromate. So ethanol is converted into ethanoic acid. Addition reaction alli we have understood conversion of the vegetable oil. So industrial application bandaga ನೀವು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So this is unsaturated hydrocarbon. So this unsaturated hydrocarbon, when it is added by hydrogen in the presence of nickel as a catalyst, we get saturated hydrocarbon. What do we get? We get the saturated hydrocarbon. So this is vegetable ghee, actually saturated. So unsaturated is vegetable oil. Then substitution reaction we understood, when we add chlorine to the methane in the presence of the sunlight. Okay, so we get CH3Cl plus HCl. What is CH3Cl? This is chloromethane. What is the name of CH3Cl? CH3Cl andre chloromethane. It is chloromethane. So they are basically halogens. So halogens ಯಾವ್ದು? Chlorine, bromine, iodine, fluorine. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ halogens. So alkyl group ಗೆ halogen attach ಆಗಿದೆ. So we always pronounce this chlorine in the prefix part. Halogen ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು prefix use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay na? So this is called as chloro. First the ending part will come in the prefix part. This chloromethane. IUPAC name is chloromethane. Okay. Okay students, I hope you understood the entire session and also you found the entire session useful. So in the next class, I'll come up with the next chemical property of carbon, that is the properties of ethanol and ethanoic acid. Okay, and the last part is soaps and detergents. So if you find this video useful, don't forget to hit the like button and do share the videos with your friends. So until then, take care, start studying. You are left with only 113 days. So I'll come up with new concepts. Thank you so much for watching all my videos.